Alright, so I'm going to wisdom from the Rebbe for today. So this week's parsha speaks about the Mabul, the great flood which God brought to destroy the world from all the impurity. Now Chassidus explains to us that the waters of the great flood symbolize the idea of the person's worries which a person has when dealing with the world, and sometimes it drowns out a person and disturbs him from doing what he's supposed to do. Now, Chassidus explains that actually we have two parts of the flood. It says that God brought the waters from the great depths of the earth as well as from the windows of heaven. Water flew from both of these places. Now, what do these two parts symbolize? So the Rebbe explains that the idea of the great depths means a person's worries which he has about the world. A person is involved in the world, dealing with worldly matters, and that's able to disturb him and bring him down, stop him from being able to focus on serving God. The same is true about the idea of the windows of heaven. That's things about spiritual matters. Sometimes a person is involved in things which seem holy, but if it's used in an improper way, it's actually able to bring him down. An example for this would be like dealing with things which are necessary for the community. Even though it may appear like you're doing holy things, so a person can convince himself, I'm doing holy, righteous things. But at the end of the day, if it's disturbing you from being able to learn and daven properly, it's not letting you serve God, it's not actually holy. And it can actually lead that it should bring you down to the lowest of places, like the great depths of the earth, where the water is taken from. And this is an important lesson for us as well. We have to know what we're doing. When we're dealing with something, are we doing it properly, or are we doing it in a way that's going to distract us? Is it actually helping us serve God better, or is it actually a distraction which we're convincing ourselves, which is going to disturb us from actually being able to serve God? We have to be able to know the truth by going into the teva, which means to throw ourselves into the idea of learning Torah properly. Throw yourselves into the worldly things, away from the worldly things, and into godliness. That's how you're able to stay focused. L'chaim, l'chaim.